What's up, Internet? Bri1527 here with MoronicGamers.com, and today I'm checking out Faster Than Light, or FTL, or roguelike, whatever you want to call it. This game is probably one of the best $10 games on Steam, in my opinion. I usually hate roguelikes. For those of you who don't know what a roguelike is, it's basically a randomized dungeon crawler. Every time you play it, it's going to be completely different. You create a character, you pick your class, you then go through the dungeon, and each floor is randomized on the way out and the way in. So everything is always different, which is what makes it great. Now, like, for instance, the first time I played one was in probably grammar school or high school, when one of my buddies had it on their fancy-dancy calculator, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm just not very good at them. Anyway, that's irrelevant. That was me telling stories. This game was brought to us by Subset Games. It's $9.99 on Steam. It just came out very recently. I was supposed to, you know, go into here blind, doing a first impressions video. Well, I checked out the game for a few minutes, and that few minutes kind of turned into a few hours because I got horribly addicted. I'll be Captain Bri. This game is great. Usually I'm very hesitant to get a $10 game that looks like this. As you can see, look at it. There's not a whole lot to it. I mean, this would be amazing if we were to play it on, let's say, an iPad or an iPhone or something like that. And I'm not saying they're not going to. I'm simply saying, holy crap. For a game like this to keep my attention, it has to be good. And this game is fantastic. It brings back all of your, all the nerd feelings. Ensign Olga. Alright, it brings back all the nerd feelings of Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever you want to feel, you know, like a captain. And it's kind of exactly what it feels like. I mean, it's great. You actually get several different kinds of ships. You actually have to unlock them. I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't really played in depth with the game. I simply went through, got killed, went through again, got killed, went through again, got killed, and then decided to go, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna play. Let's record. I'm gonna name my ship the MG Destroyer. Anyway, there's a ton of stuff here that you can actually pick. There's augmentations, there's guns, weapons. You actually get most of this just by going through the game. So I'm not really going to walk you through it on this screen, per se. I'm actually going to walk you through it a little later. The data you carry is vital to remaining Federation. It's basically saying you got important shit that you're taking somewhere else. Alright, this is your main screen. Nifty, right? Awesome. Well, you can take your people, we'll call them crew, your crew, and move them about the ship any way you want. They automatically open the doors. You can also open the doors on your own. Now, that's actually very important later on, because you can actually get boarding parties out of your ship by opening the bay doors. You can upgrade the ship with blast doors, all that good stuff. Actually, you know what? Shields. Engineer Mike's on the shields. Ensign Olga is on. We'll give her the engine for now. Yes, let's jump. Now, this is the actual screen where you decide where to go. Very simple. You move from block to block. Every time you open a block, there's a randomized event. In this case, a nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty. A rudimentary automated planetary defense system is looping its message into space. Warning! Quarantine. Level 5 in effect under FHA Act 22 article yada yada. Quarantine level 5. So, there's something going on down there. I don't know what it is, because I don't have any way to get down there at the moment. I'm not saying I don't know. I honestly don't know if there's a way to get down there, but it's there. So I'm going to move on, because there's nothing there to really do at this point in time. Holy crap! Alright. Soon after arriving in the system, you're hailed by a small cruiser. What good fortune that we happen to run into each other. Nothing personal, but you have some information we need. Alright. Now, this is very bad. I didn't expect this to happen. So, as you can see, he is another ship. He's not a very easy ship to kill. He's got shields. He's got... oh my god, he's got all kinds of stuff. Usually, they start you out with a very easy, stealthy drone thing that really only has 3 parts. This guy has a med bay. He's got a cockpit, shield generator. I don't know what that is for sure. What is this? Oh, remote door access, so I can actually lock the doors in. It's got oxygen. It's like the basics, but I don't know what... this is scaring me right here. Alright, now the combat, which is actually great. Now, each weapon takes parts of your reactor. Alright, so this one takes 2 to charge, this one takes 1. You can take away shields to enhance your energy that goes towards your weapons, or you can take some off the engines. The engines in combat actually work as kind of like like an evade. They also charge your FTL drive, which means if you're getting your ass kicked and you want to jump out, you need to have more engine just so that it charges faster. Now, you can pause at any time, as you can see. We're going to go ahead and jump in. I might get raped into the ground in the first fight, in which case I'll just recreate the game, and that's what the beauty of a roguelike is. If you fail, you don't save. You lose your characters. There's no save point. You lose your characters, you start from the beginning, from scratch, boom, done. So, I'm going to turn on auto fire because it tends to work better that way. The Artemis missile is going to shoot out the shields, while the burst laser is going to take out the cockpit. Now, I have 8 Artemis missiles. Okay? Sorry, excuse me, I have hiccups. That bypasses the shield. Fuck. That bypasses the shield, usually. In this case, they actually hit me. Alright, really quick. If you have a person in any of the rooms, they automatically repair whatever took damage, which is why usually, in this case, I have someone in shields because they'll stop the little lasers. The rockets will usually target my engine so I can't jump, or my cockpit. Well, you know what, honestly, they attack everything. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh god, my oxygen. Engineer Mike, get in there, fix the oxygen. Of course I fucking missed. Alright, I took out the cockpit down to red. I'm now suffocating slowly. They are launching rockets. They took out my guns, which sucks because when that happens, you actually cannot use your, in this case, my burst laser, because they damaged it enough that I only have 2 reactor slots, which means I can only use the Artemis rockets or the burst laser. I'm going to use the rockets because I don't think I took down their shield yet. They're now asking if I want to... oh, if they want to surrender. Oh, okay, so I did enough damage. Their cockpit is almost dead. Do I want to accept their offer? They'll give me 4 fuel, 2 missiles, and 10 scrap. No, fuck you. We're going to launch rockets all the way up their ass. Auto fire. Oh, God. Oh, God. We are now launching a Artemis rocket right at their cockpit. They actually repaired it in time, so it didn't do enough damage to quite take them out. Engineer Mike, get on the engines. Alright, okay, so I took them out. I now have a hull breach. Okay. Alright, so I actually didn't get nearly as much fuel. I got 1 drone part and 18 scrap, so I got more scrap. I will go over the scrap in just a second. I'm actually leaking oxygen, which Ensign Olga will have to take care of. She's now repairing it. As you can see, the red in that room, that means that room is losing a little bit of oxygen. Her health will deplete. Luckily, my med bay was not damaged in that fight. Now, I'm going to send her there, because she's dying, which is not good. There's just so much. I'm kind of doing this like an announcer, and I know this is not usually how I do these videos, but there's just, you got to be quick, and it's really hard to talk while you're getting your ass kicked. Anyway, this is your hull. This takes damage no matter where you get hit. If you get hit somewhere that is not your shields, you will take hull damage. Now you can go to a store to repair this using engine parts or scrap metal, whatever the hell you want to call it. Now, let's go to ship. You also use scrap metal to upgrade your ship, or buy things at the store like drones or new crew or equipment. So the most valuable thing in the game, in my opinion, is, well, it obviously is the scrap. It's really hard to come by when you're starting up, because a lot of the times you're spending more than you're getting, just because it's so random as to what's gonna happen.